Alright, hello everyone and welcome to today's Gems of War video, the first of two for today. And in this video, I'm going to be reviewing the Soulforge for Katsiel Week. So before we get into the troops, a quick note on the weapons in case you did not watch my scouting report. My recommendation for the weapons is just to buy as many weapons as you possibly can. As far as the Bone Hammer, you can leave that in the Soulforge since you'll most likely get that from the invasion instead. And tomorrow, Emperor's Tooth is going to be available in the Soulforge. It isn't going to be very easy to get 14 weapons for Katsiel if you're trying to get to power 30 in Katsiel. So get as many of these weapons as you possibly can. All right, let's go ahead to the troops. And there's only two troops to cover as far as the summoning stones. And keep in mind that you should not try to get anything from the summoning stones that you do not already have. So in the green summoning stones, you can get Satyr Hunter, and he is from Pansville. Now, you could say that Baba Yaga is from the Trials team in Urskaya. However, she is the quest giver, and you should get her for free once you have completed the Kingdom quest for Urskaya. So do not waste any emeralds trying to get her from green summoning stones. And then the second one to keep an eye out for is in the yellow summoning stones, and that is the Herdmaster from Divinian Fields. So if you do not have him, good idea to get him from the summoning stones if you have the resources to try to do so. As far as the legendaries, there are two legendaries that might make some people's lists as far as recommendations. However, they do not have the criteria that make it on my list. So my overall recommendation is just to pass on all the legendaries this week. Now, as far as the mythics, there are, of course, 4 mythics. I'll cover them from 4th to 1st as far as my rankings go. Now, Umanath from Pridelands, pretty good base level mythic, but kind of is going to be behind at least 2 other mythics that you can also get from Pridelands. So unless you are making a solid run at trying to get Pridelands to power 30, you can pass on Umanath for now. And similar thing could be said for Obsidius from Draxum. A pretty solid base level mythic, but in my opinion, not worth getting unless you are trying to keep pace with Draxum. And, with Draxum right now, to get to power 20, you need every single troop that is available for Draxum, which would include him. But yes, but otherwise, just pass on him for now, unless you absolutely need to get Draxum to power 20 and get that attack point. Then second place by just a slight margin would be Elamagrim from Dragon's Claw. Now, Elamagrim, I think, is a really, really good base level mythic for Dragon's Claw, and in my opinion, second only to Diamantina. And Diamantina is not particularly easy to come by. However, it is because Diamantina is the number 1 dragon in Dragon's Claw. I feel like that bumps him to second just by a very, very slight margin. So, but Elamagrim, if you do not have him, is still a really good option, and I don't think you'll be disappointed if you craft him. But the number 1 spot for me is going to go to the Grey King. Grey King, you see, or I do see him often in PvP teams, and the spell is really, really useful in PvP or any team where you need a lot of advantages. His spell destroys all gems of a chosen color, and all enemies of that color take true damage are mana drained, silenced, and frozen. So unless they have a lot of immunities, that is going to slow down your opposition by quite a lot. So Grey King, I would say if you do not have him, if you have enough resources to craft him, I strongly recommend you do so. And then Elmagrim behind him. But if you need them both, get the Grey King instead. Anyway, that will do it for me. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving it a like. Subscribe to his channel and or follow me on Twitch if you'd like to see more of my content. And in the comments below, let me know what you would have ranked these troops, and I'll see you very soon in the next video.